In the early 20th century, General Stum of the Kakhanian Empire was given a mission to raise the empire's cultural and historical stature by crafting a bold new philosophy. Seeking intelligence about the enemy and a defining idea for the empire, he resolved to visit the vast library. Entering it as if it were a military outpost, the general turned to the librarian to ask his question.
By then, we had barely skimmed 1/70th of 1% of them. And when I heard his reply, I stopped trying to keep count.
The librarian, as if confiding a secret, spoke to the troubled general in a voice laden with meaning.
General, you're wondering how I know so much about all these books. That's precisely because I haven't read a single one.
This episode unfolds in Robert Musil's The Man Without Qualities, set in the fictional empire of Kakhanian, a satirical stand-in for the Austro-Hungarian Empire in the early 20th century. In How to Talk About Books You Haven't Read, Pierre Bayard points to the librarian's idea of a total perspective in Musil's novel. We tend to feel uneasy when we haven't read books considered important. Behind that unease lies an old burden carried since childhood: the duty to read, the demand to read thoroughly, and the persistent taboo against not reading. But what does it really mean to say we've read a book? Reading comes in many forms and degrees. Books we've read more than once and taken to heart. Books we read once and barely remember. Books we started but never finished. Books we skimmed, the contents, the beginning or the end. Books we only glanced at in a library or bookstore. The same is true of unread books. Most books are ones we don't even know exist, part of an unseen universe far larger than what we've actually read. By contrast, books we've encountered through lectures or reviews, those spread by advertising or word of mouth, or those we know by title and author, may, in a real sense, be closer to read than to unread. Even the most devoted reader can only scratch the surface of what's out there. The boundary between reading and not reading is always blurred. Books, read or unread, surround us like jewels to cherish, like food to crave, like air to breathe. In everyday conversations, whether in class, among intellectuals, or with someone we love, we often speak of books we've never read. Yet we breathe in their value, savor their essence, and at times wear them as symbols of who we are. To talk about a book is not to summarize it, but to shape a personal bond with it. Ultimately, a book does not seek messengers of its words. It invites us to shape ourselves through it.